two of my very close friends in the Smash scene, and hopefully, like we said, we can all get together very, very soon. But here we go, baby. The final grand finals, potentially, asterisk, in 2020 here on DNA.EXE. Going to be StanLoona versus JP.
I mean, what else could you ask for? It's going to be the Zelda making their appearance again on FD. We saw how well JP did against it, but you never know. This could be StanLoona trying to play the long con here in grand finals and going to get the Nehru's love, trying to separate the two already. But JP, they stick together like glue. They are not willing to give it up all that easily as Khan trying to establish stage control, but it's JP with those hammers just knocking StanLoona around right now.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Oh, be still my heart.
Yeah, excuse the hell out of me. That F smash, perfectly timed right there from JP, as that's gonna erase that stock from
Nana at the very least. But that's not the one that counts.
No, not at all. We will see how it all fares out here for.
I mean, JP's Sopo. We cannot understate how crucial that has been to the success, even if it is just 40, something points of damage of extra credit. I mean, the way that they have been able to tack it on, even in the face of, Popo is not that good in, by itself in this game. JP able to make it work. Maybe you do have to work twice as hard to get half of what the other characters get, but you're still making it happen, and that's not nothing.
No, for sure, man. But granted, StanLoona was the only person I was able to beat the reign that is JP today. So, let's see if he's definitely figured out the system here, and that system is neutral B. Ooh, but an ill-timed Feyor's Wind. Maybe trying to go for the ledge and the ledge cancel. Gonna result in a stock loss for StanLoona, but rebounding nicely, immediately able to get rid of Nana. Going right back to shop here on the ledge.
Yeah, and now it's StanLoona taken down to their final stock. Being reminded why they didn't like facing JP on FD to begin with, but eventually it will be StanLoona who yeets the feed into the face of Popo, gets rid of that, and takes JP down to their final stock as well.
Yeah, so this is going to be a closely contested game, and of course, if this is, we all know the math. JP's got to win 2 best-of-5 sets, and StanLoona's only got to win 1.
Exactly, and that, of course, was decided in Winners Final, where we saw StanLoona take it against JP by a score of 3-2. If I'm not mistaken, both of JP's victories came on FD. So
correct.
Maybe StanLoona was trying to look at what Web JP was doing last set and say, you know what? I figured out what we can do. This is doable. Let's make this happen. Well, apparently it's easier said than done. So StanLoona thus far is performing admirably and trying to get this done with the Sopo. But, I mean, if JP can win this, what kind of a backbreaking, demoralizing happening would that be? Trying to look for the up air to finish it off, and I don't blame JP. You want to get this done as soon as possible, but you're still winning advantage rather effectively. You forgot about Zelda's up air, however, and for that, you must pay the price with a Game 1 loss. StanLoona making it happen on FD against one of the more formidable ICs that we've seen in these brackets.
No, that was absolutely amazing stuff right there from StanLoona. Again, it could have gotten very hairy there. We've seen it with the Sopo in the last few games. But again, just great awareness. You saw the dash attack there almost spell curtains for StanLoona, but dropping from the ledge and going for the up air, excellent stuff for sure from him.
Yeah, and even though it was curtains for JP there, a peek through the blind says that we might well be getting the ditto, although I would think that you don't need to switch up stages, I don't think, against StanLoona. Like, you are getting in just fine. and you're taking it to them. It's just a matter, again, of execution. And indeed, we're going right back to FD for game number 2. JP realizing what worked about the last set. I also wonder, however, Koopa, if this gives StanLoona even more time to adapt. That game 1 was not to be taken for granted, even though you were able to isolate Popo relatively often. As strong as JP has been with that, you do not want to give you don't want to be a Sopo. You know what I mean?
No.
Does that make any sense?
Nobody wants to be a Sopo. I mean, it's also just a nice added thing in your repertoire, knowing that you're not just a free loss if you don't have the other climber with you, which is
exactly
important. So,
no, well stated. Even as I stumble over my words, looking at the art that is playing out in front of me, JP right now trying to pile on the damage, and a significant advantage for them. It's going to be that down tilt that almost takes the stock off of StanLoona. But yeah, when you're able to attack with your up B, that ain't a bad way to go about things. Then Nana is going to suffer the loss, trying to air dodge back to the stage. A novel effort by JP, but unfortunately is going to suffer the first stock loss. And StanLoona, turning garbage into gold, is able to draw things even at 2 stocks apiece as JP takes StanLoona off the side with the down tilt.
yeah, no, that was excellent stuff right there from JP. But let's see what the answer will be. Again, StanLoona seems to have cracked the code on on how to separate the climbers and keep them there. But like we brought up, when our powers combine, form of damage.
So also it does beg the question exactly if now that Final Fantasy VII has been lore has been firmly established in Smash, is that a circle of life stream happening in the background? I would
Yes.
love to know, but
It's been a hint. It's been a hint this whole time.
it's just kind of sitting there, just chilling. Oh
Right.
my god! So now that I think about it, this stage does look a little Halo-esque. Now that I'm thinking about it, so we're it's just StanLoona. I spoke that into existence. StanLoona is going to try to establish stage control, which Zelda very much likes to do, Koopa. And even though they're at a disadvantage in terms of numbers, they were that same exact way on stock number 1, and that is how you curse a stock. Okay.
Yes, sir. So,
I will shut up for StanLoona's sake, and JP with a firm advantage in this game number 2. This is the JP that we've come to recognize.
yeah, no, absolutely. He's come out on top here, but the beauty of Zelda is that she has tools to play from a distance, so she's got I think obviously the better tools to be able to separate the climbers from a distance. Wow. He upbeat in the middle of the stage and did not get punished for it. That is insane. Oh, wow, just like that.
That's JP getting taken out, and off of the top, StanLoona having JP at 1 stock apiece. JP looking for their first points on the board, but yeah, you do not want to provide areas of opportunity for this Zelda, especially when they're so practiced with their movement. Just 2 quick dashes back is all you need to avoid the offense. And if I'm JP, I'm probably sitting in shield a little bit more. I am getting caught out by the aggression that I'm bringing onto myself, if I'm being completely honest.
No, for sure. But just like that, the lead is all but brought back now. That's a dead Nana. And just like that, we're gonna have another Sopo set here, albeit a little bit closer than the last one. Oh my god, the shield poke.
Not quite finding it. Looking for the back air, trying to clean up this stock, but yeah, that up air was your undoing last game too, so better be careful. Khan is going to be more than happy to set up on the stage, and it's going to be the Phantom Sentry doing the rest. StanLoona is 1 game away from taking home the last DNA of 2020.
Khan!
There you go. Gotta love it.
I'm not even that big of a Star Trek person, but you gotta pay your homage when you can. So
that's just iconic. Come on, that's not even nerd culture at that point. That's pop culture. Like we've been making Wrath of Khan jokes for 40 years. Us nerds.
One of my favorite episodes of Futurama is the Star Trek episode. So
it's a darn good one. So.
Well, the real Slim Shady, please stand up.
Oh
So
my
funny.
gosh, I was just reminded of that. Holy smokes.
Well, she. It's so good, man. I love Futurama. That's been frequently on my television, like when I'm doing busy work in quarantine. It's just it's a great show.
I mean, it's just so good. I don't know what else to say. It's well written. It didn't stop being good after 7 seasons like the other show Matt Groening did. It's amazing, that show. I'm going to get absolutely chewed up and spit out for that line, but also say I'm wrong. Anyway,
Chris, you like The Simpsons?
Dude, I used to love it growing up, but I agree. Probably after about like season 8, 9, it really lost the sauce.
The thing is, though, is that it's still so great. Like the first like seasons, 2 through 8 are legitimately some of the best seasons of television ever produced.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I agree. Yeah.
Iconic.
Like it deserves to be as iconic as it is, but like it's over. We're good. Like
Yeah, Jacob's definitely up.
Yeah, at least it's all on Disney Plus now. So
yeah, Super Eye Patch Wolf actually makes some really good videos on the subject, but I'm gonna leave that to your perusement. Go ahead and watch that after you're done with this VOD. But hi YouTube. Either way, it's going to be the freeze. And StanLoona right now producing a pretty decent showing for themselves, sitting at 2-0 and deciding to go Bayo. I mean, if you have the room to play with it, you might as well, but it's not like this is a bad choice, just even in a vacuum.
right, this could also be a stage thing. Maybe on the Animal Crossing stages, StanLoona just prefers to play Bayonetta. Just because of how the platforms are laid out. Oh, that's a dead clap. Oh, wait a second. Oh, they're dead. Nana just disappears into the void. And as does StanLoona, trading stocks right there. But wow. What a way to come out the gates a blazing, Stu.
Yeah, seriously, 2 stocks apiece and a minute in. These two are out for blood, but StanLoona's finish line is just a little closer in sight. JP needs to take 3 consecutive games in order to reset. And this is not a sprint for them. It's a marathon. Kind of makes you wonder if they're getting burnt out just a little bit too early. And it's not you with the afterburner. It's StanLoona, so be careful here.
Oh, that's a jab block.
Blocks.
Wow, that could have been really bad for him.
I mean, look, Bayo is light, but she's not that light. So I think StanLoona is okay, and you're also relying on the fact that you're not exactly the easiest one in the world to combo either. So something to be said about that. Khan is going to just get back to the stage, and the burst options, especially useful against Dopo. You're able to get the hit, hits the bullseye, and takes JP down to their tournament stock. A quick rest on the Angel platform to compose themselves. And I have to say, JP has been nothing short of impressive this entire tournament. No matter what, nothing to be ashamed of here. You're just getting outplayed by a veteran presence in StanLoona.
No, for sure, man. And it's just also, the matchup is definitely not great for him either. Again, Bayonetta really good at separating both the climbers and, forcing them to work independently of each other.
Yeah, StanLoona back in May was able to take Fusion.EXE and beating Skew in grand finals, if you recall, when Skew was playing that banjo. But
yes.
There was an effort from the Bayo in that set as well. The rest of the way it was done by Palutena, but here taking a tour of the dark side of the moon in a day that was all about Sephiroth. The one-winged angel, it might just be a stolen show by the Angel Killer, the Umbra Witch. However, JP not done yet. A parting shot from JP is answered by an even bigger one, and the witch hunts aren't over yet as StanLoona finally, after back-to-back DNA runner-up appearances, they take one home for themselves.
Yeah. Good stuff too. StanLoona or Khan singular, however you want to refer to them, but good job to them on putting the stamp on, like you said, has the last couple of DNAs always been the bridesmaid, never the bride, and in this case is now the bride. So good for them. What a great way to end out your year. A great early Christmas gift to yourself, Stu.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I love the Bayonetta series, and I've loved watching StanLoona for quite some time. One of the sauciest players that Jersey has ever produced. And even though you're playing a character like Zelda, who you think of, oh, look at me, I'm just going to displace Phantom in camp, and until I just outgamed you, GG's, bro. No, that's not necessarily the case. You see StanLoona obviously playing that optimal playstyle every now and then, but never afraid to come in with the button, and especially against JP, where you saw them utilize Nehru's Love and all sorts of options to separate the two. That's just what you get when you're a veteran presence like StanLoona. Wonderfully earned for them. Tip of the cap, by the way, to JP for their performance, showing the potential that ICEs really have. A far cry from the 7th place performance that they had at the bracket yesterday. This is a good showing for them.
No, for sure. And again, rounding out our top 3 is going to be Web JP, finishing out in 3rd. Again, a great week of performances from that young man. It's always hard switching characters, especially in the midst of a quarantine. But hey, if you're, it's also at the same time not a bad time to do so, and that rounds out your top 3. And before we get out of here and say our goodbyes for the year 2020, Chris, why don't you flash up the slides one more time for us?
Sure. Here you go.
Yeah.
And again, folks, UEF.GG, start your career in esports today. Earning opportunities available for players, commentators, organizers, live producers, and more. Register, play games, and as well earn credits. More info and payout inquiries. You can check out the Discord link, discord.link /UEF.
And once again, the United E-League Federation is a proud partner of Master Hand Gaming. But that's
Correct.
not all that we've got going on, folks. It's just so many things happening over here in the tri-state region, and obviously over here at Master Hand Gaming, when you got UEF, the Workshop Series. That's happening every Wednesday and Thursday. It's being led by that guy right over there, Nevermore's very own Rivers, and of course, the Garden State's very own. He was ours before he was theirs. Wednesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Passes starting at $3. $15 gets you in the arena to learn alongside one of the most celebrated Smash players on the planet. UEF.GG/learn-more. So check it out.
Yeah, I'll say it to death, man. James is one of the smartest dumb people I've met in my entire life. But
Ain't that the truth?
Also, again, happening tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Hit Point Online is teaming up again with Community Gaming and Facebook Gaming, and us over here at Master Hand Gaming for a online tournament tomorrow with a $1,000 prize pool. Again, I will speak to you in Sopranos terms. It is a $1,000 prize pool.
Oh,
And once again, it's Sopranos terms. That is a box of ZD of prize pools. So, check it out. Again, the last one of these events that these guys put on was awesome. You got a great staff, not only just running the stream, but running the tournaments as well. So, support Rickle, support us, and check everything out tomorrow when the streams go live.
Yep, and I'll link everything. I think bracket may have capped, but there might, if you're really interested, you could probably message Rickles, and who knows? People DQ all the time.
Exactly. And of course, the Community Gaming folks, shout outs to our friends over in New York. And speaking of a friend from New York, DeBuzz hosting Galaxy Gambit tomorrow. Galaxy Gambit X Collision. The Collision crew likes to host these young up-and-comers, and they noticed this guy DeBuzz was doing okay, so they're throwing him a bone, letting him host the tournament and all that. Very magnanimous of them. Every Friday at 6 Eastern Standard Time, smash.gg/Galaxy Gambit. Someone might be on there. But yeah, that's definitely get the multi Twitch up for that. Leave your Facebook on for the Hit Point tournament. There's so much going on tomorrow night, but let's say you want something going on Tuesday. Well, guess what? Luckily, you've got Vacation Online. Koopa, tell them about our good friends over at No Pause Tournaments.
Yeah, the guys over at NPT are putting together the Bay Area. If you're not familiar, it's Bethlehem, Allentown, and Easton, Pennsylvania. Putting on their weekly tournament, except in the online fashion. First one happened this past Tuesday. Second one happening this upcoming Tuesday. So you can check out the bracket at smash.gg/BAEO. Check it out, man. The guys at NPT put on a great show. The last one had myself and Stu, as well as Hazmat commentating, so you're guaranteed good commentary, you're guaranteed some high-level play, you're guaranteed a bunch of shenanigans whenever all of us are in play together, so definitely you want to check it out and support our local brethren in the land of Pennsylvania. We talked about Scrapple for like an hour on Tuesday. A lot of talk about Scrapple.
Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you about Scrapple. I can't, look, I'm from Philly and I can't explain it. But
Chris, do you like Scrapple?
I don't think I've ever had it.
You're good.
Don't.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, it's not worth it, man. But either way, folks, certainly glad that you could join us. The year 2020 was a difficult one for a lot of us. Certainly far too many things happened that shouldn't have. But the one thing that we are certainly glad for and thankful for, no matter what the year is the community that makes Grassroots Smash what it is. Without you, we are quite literally nothing. We do not exist. Competitive Smash does not exist without you. So keep fighting for what you believe in. You are special, you are worthy, and be sure that you pay it forward. Do something nice for a stranger. Koopa, I don't think we can reiterate enough just what people mean to us.
No, again, man, yeah, it's all because of you guys we've been able to put this on. Again, this year has been unprecedented for a number of different reasons, but in esports for sure, we all had to kind of change how we do things. It's amazing. We've all been doing this for 9 months now. It's been a crazy ride. DNA was a favorite part of my Thursdays, in real life, getting able to hang out with everybody. And, Chris, I tell you every time I talk to you and whenever I sit down with someone I haven't commentated with in a while, but I miss you guys dearly. And it's definitely been an adjustment period, for all of us, like I said. And, hopefully in the year 2021, as we move forward with DNA and, all the other things that MHG related, that we'll all, we're all going to be there in 2021. And hopefully we can all be there together sooner rather than later.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty happy with how this series went over the past few months. And I'm pretty happy that everyone who supports these things are still supporting them. And it's really appreciated. I'm going to be working the next couple weeks on a few other things that hopefully bring a little bit more excitement for 2021, because I know things kind of started to sour out a little bit. I mean, I've been putting $100 for prize pool and $100 for commentary pretty much every week now for, approaching 6 months. And
you guys have no idea how hard Chris carries this
the results really speak for themselves, and I'm starting to see, especially a lot of you guys get work in other places. This tournament was peaking at a lot of viewers. It really proved itself, but now what I'm seeing is a lot of people realize how a little bit of money goes a long way. So now I'm starting to see the competition come in other tournaments, which is fantastic. That's really what you want. But that does mean that things probably need to be jumbled up here again. So I'm going to be working on that stuff. So stay tuned for that. You'll see some stuff dropping pretty soon that probably isn't tournament stuff. I actually just hosted my first content creation esports course this past week.
Hell yeah.
Which are pretty cool, man. I actually really like doing it, so expect a lot more stuff like that to come out. But other than that, really appreciate the support from everyone, especially you guys on basically on the mics. I literally couldn't have done that without reliable commentary, so all good, man.
I'm happy to be here, man. Listen, we've been, I think this past October, I think it's been 3 years since I attached your brand to my wagon. Both figuratively and literally. My ass is huge. But I'm just saying. But no, listen, and I said it since from day one, Chris. You've been a phenomenal, partner to work with, and you've been a phenomenal friend. And day in and day out, I'm incredibly thankful for your guidance and your the product that you're able to put out, because it allows guys like me, a high quality place to get reps in, and the guys like Stu and guys like all of us that, you're able to bring all of us idiots together and, put on a beautiful symphony of whatever the hell comes out of our mouths every week. And,
man, you guys are great, and the continued work I'm seeing you guys get pretty much everywhere else of all these other tournaments popping up is exactly according to plan, so it's really nice to see that. So just keep up the good work as far as I'm concerned. It's been like kind of a journey, man, because I wasn't sure I was going to stay doing tournaments, and part of me still sometimes is like, am I? But like, I seeing progress is progress. The past couple of weeks were a little weird for me because things went a little backwards, but per the holidays and everything else. But we'll see what the rest of the
here's to a bright end to 2020. Here's to a welcomed 2021. And Stu, Chris, let me be the first one to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. And I'm sure I'll be hearing from you guys soon. And likewise, everyone that's still here watching us, thank you again for supporting the channel and everything that we've put on here. Your support is seen, and we whether it be for the Smash stuff, for the Mario Kart stuff, or for the other shenanigans that we put on here, thank you for being a viewer of Master Hand Gaming in 2020.
And it's so amazing to think about, like, no matter what the channel is, it doesn't happen without your supports, because Master Hand Gaming is absolutely the driving force for Smash in New Jersey. That's the way that it was set up. But now, just being an online tournament and having to carry the load on Thursday nights on behalf of Collision, it's been nothing short of a pleasure to be a part of it, and having Chris establish the trust with the entire online community, and getting UEF involved, and having the things pop up like the course with Rivers and all the things that are going on in the future. It's nothing short of amazing what you can do with just a little bit of support. And that support in this case was you, the people watching, and it cannot be overstated how much this does not happen without all of you. So we can't thank you enough. We certainly cannot rely on just like even anyone coming back. But if you have ever taken a fraction of enjoyment from an online tournament or from the Smash community, we cannot state enough how much your presence and your willingness to just join up and hang out with us every Thursday night keeps us going, because it quite literally keeps the lights on for Master Hand Gaming. And it's the same for pretty much every single tournament out there. So we can't understate that. It's grassroots for a reason, because without the roots, the tree dies. So keep watering the roots. That's what we need to do, and it's going to be a community effort, because we truly are on this together. So I guess that's going to wrap it up for us. Sorry to get all
philosophical. Hey, listen,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
It needs to be said. Sometimes it takes the end of the year for everyone to kind of reset and set some goals for the new year. And like, who are we to not to reflect on what's been a roller coaster of a year? But albeit, at least every Thursday, some of us still have a place to go. So
Exactly. And sometimes it's online. Hopefully it'll be physical soon, but whatever the case is, we have you all to thank for it. So I guess I'll wrap it up with the final score being StanLoona finally taking it home 3-0. Certainly going to be looking for a more consistent form for themselves, no matter what character they play. But for individuals like JP and WebJP placing silver and bronze, just consistency and keeping up their form, definitely something to resolve for in the new year. So we all have our things to work on, but no matter what, keep being you, keep rocking, and no matter what year it is, happy smashing. Good night, everyone.
happy holidays, everybody.